crazy how everything just truly sucks today. I mean, it's always sucked, but it's just everything just is complete shit today. Music, movies, video games to some degree. It's just everything just doesn't feel how like it used to feel. It felt like in the early 2000s and so on back, things felt a little bit more simpler. Things felt a little better. Video games felt better. Movies were better. Music was definitely better. And it's like now, all this shit just went to pot. Now, I'm not trying to say life was ever really good, but it was a bit better back then compared to now. It's like everything today is just garbage, it seems, you know, like everything just really sucks. It just feels like a different era today. Not a good era. A very depressing, dark era. Like it even felt people were nicer back then compared to today. Like back then I felt like you could joke around more, you could have a little bit more fun with people. Now today, you can't joke around or do anything. Someone will pull a gun and shoot your brains out today. That's literally how it is. You can't joke around, there's no humor anymore. It's just, what the hell are we living in today? It's just a very dark time, it feels. And I don't understand why anyone today would want to have a kid. I could never understand that, man. Maybe I could understand back then because things were a little better. Not much, but a little bit. But to really want to do it today, I don't see the reason. If you're really thinking about doing it, think twice, man. That's all I can say. I can't tell you what to do, but really try and think it carefully. Because is this really what you want to bring a kid into? This shit? Where you got to worry about some maniac shooting, you know? Wait till school starts opening up. And I'm not trying to, prove a point. Well, I am proving a point, but what I'm trying to say is I don't want to be right about this, but unfortunately, watch. When the schools open up, you're probably going to hear some mass shootings going on in schools again. Hope to be wrong. I really do. I don't want to be right. It's not like I want to say, yes, I told you so, but unfortunately, it is going to be I told you so. It's just things don't feel like they used to feel, you know? A lot of people be like, too, because you grew up. And don't get me wrong, that has a lot to do with it, but things really have changed, though, for the worse, though. I mean, yeah, when you're younger, you don't know much, so you're more in like a bliss state, I guess you could say, because you don't see, the whole picture. And that is true. That is true. I'm not saying it's not. But in all, life really has changed for the worse, too. I mean, just everything became crazier, man. People were just nuts. I remember back then people were so like, how can I put it to this? Back then people cared more. People actually would do something more. But then again, this all goes to how crazy everything is. People don't want to get involved. And in a way, I can't say I blame people either in that way. Like you see a certain thing, you just try and play like you don't see it, because if you see it, then you get involved. A perfect example of what I mean by people are nuts. It just felt a bit more pure back then, man. It just felt more pure back then. Now it feels raw, I guess you could say. I don't know, but it's just things really gotten bad, man, and it only gets worse. Now, I'm not trying to say life was good, but it was a little bit more tolerable back then, I guess I could say. It still sucked. It always sucked. That I got to be straightly honest. It always sucked. This place was always a dump. Like I always say, it's just a dump expands, It's just, you can't fool around anymore. You can't have a sense of humor. You can't joke with people. You can't do anything like that because people take it to the heart, So that's why I just, to the point, stay to myself. I don't want to be bothered because I don't look for trouble, Somebody cuts you off. It could be a gun, I mean, it's just over stupid shit you hear that go on. It's crazy. It's crazy. I say to myself, this is what people want to bring kids to, this crazy circus. I mean, I don't know. People really got to think this shit through. But that's the thing. They're too ignorant to, do it. Ignorant people just don't use their noggin, man. A lot of people, you hear them say, I wish I could rewind time from back then when it was better. But truly, I wish I could rewind time from when I wasn't here, period, because not being here, honestly, is the best gift of all, because you never have to experience any of this bullshit. But I could definitely understand why people say, I wish I could go back in time to the good old days, because back then, for certain people, maybe we're better. You know? Me, I feel like I'm doing better today than I was years back. But in all, the society that we're all living in today is just, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Like I said, music went to pot. Movies went to pot. I'm not even interested in any movies anymore. I haven't been to a movie theater in years, and I really don't even plan on going. Plus, it's so fucking expensive. It's a fucking gimmick. Just to watch a stupid movie on the screen, when nowadays you can do it for free on your phone. You go on these certain websites where you can watch free movies. Who the hell wants to go to a movie theater? You know? I'm surprised that's even still in business. I wonder one day if that'll go out of business. And you know what? I could give two shits. They deserve it. They want to friggin' charge an arm and a leg. Serves them right. And for what? For shit. I mean, everything sucks. I can't even get into a movie anymore. Now, I like Godzilla. I used to like the Fast and Furious, but it just got so much. How many fucking of these movies are you going to make? It's all for this, obviously. You know, a few, maybe one or two, but then after a while, it starts to get ridiculous. It doesn't make sense anymore. How many Godzillas are you going to make? Godzilla Kong, Godzilla this. I mean, I love Godzilla, but after a while, it just gets played out. You got to stop. But that's the thing. They're not going to stop, because if they stop, no more money. So they got to keep thinking of something, but after a while, it just gets stupid. The new Jurassic movie or whatever the hell, the dinosaur looked like an effing alien. What the hell kind of shit is that? I used to like the old one, then I see the new one, and I watched it on the movie thing, not in the theaters, and I'm looking like, this shit looks stupid. I can't get even. I didn't even watch the whole thing. It just got stupid. I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying don't watch it. You know, if you want to watch it, go ahead. But the freaking dinosaur looked like an alien, like Predator type shit. It's like, it's just, people don't know what else to do, so they try to keep making more movies, but it starts to get stupid. It doesn't make sense anymore, you know? But they got to keep trying to think of something, because this is how they get this. It's just crazy how everything also gets boring. You like a song, like I always say, it is a certain song I got to keep playing over and over, and then eventually a couple of days later, I got to run it through my system, and then I get tired of it. I don't want to hear it anymore. Everything just gets played out. Well, it's like same thing with movies, and that's why honestly the movies today I feel just suck, because after a while it's like, what are you gonna do? You know, you're gonna keep making the same this, that, or now Godzilla with Kong, or now Godzilla with Mega Godzilla, or whatever. I mean, it's just, it starts to get silly after a while. Like, just wrap it up, enough. It was good, it was a good, you know, it was a good chapter, I guess you could say, but it's got to come to an end, because if it doesn't, it's going to get stupid. It's like SpongeBob, for example. The new SpongeBob's today, it's like I feel like I'm on acid if I watch that shit. I used to like watching the older episodes. It was, you know, I used to love the characters, made me laugh. Now I change the channels and it comes on here and there, and I just watch a few seconds of it just to see what it's like. And I'm like, the characters don't even seem like who they used to be, because it's all new producers, I guess, or whatever. And it's like literally I feel like I'm on acid watching half the cartoons today. This is why I don't watch TV. This is why I don't, you know, I don't even turn the TV on sometimes, because it's nothing interesting to watch anymore. It's all strange, played out shit. But you know, and it's not just SpongeBob, it's pretty much everything. Family Guy, American Dad, all these things, you know, that I used to watch, and these new episodes today are just stupid. I can't even get into it. Family Guy used to make me laugh. Now I watch the new ones and I'm like, shit, it's retarded, honestly. It's just stupid. Makes no fucking sense. And it's just, this is what I say. Everything today just, it just feels shit. Like it just went to shit. Everything sucks, man. Even cars today look like shit compared to, I mean, you see these cars in the old days, how nice the body style was, how it was made nice, you know, metal. Now it's all that cheap plastic shit. You know, I mean, it's just, everything today is just bad. I mean, there's some nice cars, don't get me wrong, but I mean, plastic, and besides the point, everything just fucking feels weird, man. It just feels like we're living in very strange times. The end times, you know. I don't know if it's really the end, I can only hope, but it feels like it. I can definitely tell you that. It does have that feeling to it in the air, but who knows. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for there, guys. Love you all, man. Yeah, don't know what else to say, man. You know, it's just very sick time we're living. You know, it's just you know, the fire was always burning. There's a song for that, I obviously know, but it just feels like things just don't make sense anymore. I mean, then again, when did things make sense? When did any of this make any sense? You know, I don't know how much more we're going to deal with here, you know, but it's just not a good future ahead. That's the thing that sucks, you know. It's just not a very bright future ahead. It's just getting crazier. People are getting nuts, more nuts than ever before. Everything's getting so expensive, but then again, there goes the domino effect of why everything's becoming the way it is. A lot has to do with the way life is. Life is getting harder. People start becoming crazier. People start becoming more mental. There's more mental, you know. Plus, back then, people didn't understand mental health as much. Now we're starting to dig into it more. But the way life is, it's increasing all this shit. It's like a domino effect. You know, it's causing all this chaos. At least that's how I think, you know. That's how I look at it as. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for now. Be safe out there, guys. Please, you know, take care of yourselves. Be nice to one another. Treat each other with respect. And, yeah, that's all I can say, guys. Love you all. Take it easy. Peace out, man.